Chapter 1. The Boy of the Farmer. One dark night, a lame boy went to the house of a farmer. He said to the farmer, "I am not a beggar. I will work for you. I will plow your lands. I will sow. My father is dead. My mother is poor. I am hungry. Please give me some food." The farmer's wife was sorry for the boy. She said to the farmer, "Do not drive away this boy." She turned to the boy and said, "Stay here. We will give you food." The farmer's daughter liked the boy. She said to her father, "Do not drive him away. He is not an idle beggar." The boy lived with the farmer. He worked hard in the fields. The farmer and his wife loved the boy. The boy grew up. He became a man. After some years, the farmer died. Then his wife also died. The boy married the farmer's daughter. "I am now a happy man. I came to this house on a lucky day," said the boy. Chapter 2. The Bonded Donkey. In a small village there lived a potter. He had a donkey. Every day his donkey would carry soil from the field to his house. Since the field was quite far off, the potter would rest under a tree midway, tying his donkey nearby. One day, the potter forgot to take the rope with which he tied the donkey every day. When he reached the tree, he thought, "How do I tie this donkey today? He might run away if I sleep." The potter decided to tie down holding the donkey's ears so that the donkey would not run away. But this way, neither the donkey was comfortable, nor the potter was able to take rest. A saint who happened to be passing by saw the potter holding on to the donkey's ears. Then the saint wanted to know what the problem of the potter was. When the potter told the saint what the problem was, the wise saint said, "Take the donkey to the place where you tie him every day. Pretend to tie him using an imaginary rope. I assure you he won't run away." The potter did what the saint had said. He left the donkey and went to take a nap. When he woke up, to his surprise and relief, he found the donkey standing in the same place. Soon the potter prepared to leave for home. But the donkey did not move. "What is wrong with this donkey?" exclaimed the potter in frustration. Luckily, the potter saw the wise saint again. He ran up to the saint and told him about the donkey's strange behavior. The saint said, "You tied up the donkey, but did you untie him? Go and pretend to untie the rope with which you had tied the donkey." The potter followed the saint's advice. Now the donkey was ready to leave for home. The potter understood that donkey was the bonded donkey. The potter thanked the wise saint and went home happily with his donkey. Chapter 3. The Bear and the Travelers. Two travelers were walking across the forest. Before they entered the forest, they promised to help each other in times of danger. They were going into the forest. After a while, they unexpectedly face a big bear. The first traveler forgot his promise. He climbed up a tree without caring for his friend. The second traveler does not know how to climb a tree. To face the bear alone was also not possible. He thought for a second and fell on the ground. He acted like a dead man. The bear came close to him. It smelled him and went away thinking that he was dead. After the bear left, the man on the top of the tree came down and asked the fellow traveler, "What did the bear tell you?" "Do not believe a friend who lets you down in times of danger," said the second traveler. "The promises of the coward do not stand a test." Chapter 4. Foolish Imitation. Long ago, a hawk lived on the top of a hill. At the foot of the hill, there was a banyan tree on which a crow used to perch every day. The crow was very foolish. He would imitate everyone. The hawk atop the hill would fly down every day in search of food. The crow watched the hawk circling in the air for long hours and swooping down when he saw his prey. The hawk, gifted with eyes that could see long distances, would spot his prey from the hilltop and then fly down to pounce upon the prey. The crow watched the hawk thinking, if the hawk can do that, I too can. What does he think? One day I will show the hawk that I can do the same thing." A few days later, as the hawk was circling in the air, the crow decided to do the same. Suddenly, a baby rabbit came out of the bushes. The hawk saw it, and the crow too saw the rabbit. Before the crow could move, the hawk swooped down, caught hold of the rabbit in his strong, sharp talons, and flew away. Swoosh was all the crow heard as the hawk disappeared in the sky with his prey. That is no great skill, thought the crow angrily. Next moment he spotted a big fat mouse coming out of a hole. Without wasting time, the crow swooped down. Like the hawk, he tried to catch the mouse in his claws, but the mouse saw the crow and moved away. The crow crashed against the hill. "Yeah!" cried the crow in pain. Just then the hawk came flying down. "I hope now you know it is not easy to hunt and it is not easy to imitate either," said the hawk and flew away. Thereafter the crow never imitated anyone in its life. It lived happily with the God-given abilities. Chapter 5. Taking responsibility. Two families lived nearby. One family was constantly fighting, while the other one lived quietly and friendly. One day, feeling jealous about how nicely the neighboring family got along, the wife told her husband, "Go to the neighbors and look to see what they are doing for their well-being." The husband went, hid, and began watching. He saw a woman who was cleaning the floor. Suddenly, something distracted her and she ran to the kitchen. At that time, her husband rushed into the room. Not noticing the bucket of water, he kicked it and spilled water all over the floor. His wife came back from the kitchen and said to him, "I'm sorry, honey. It's my fault. I didn't move the bucket out of the way." The husband replied, "No, I'm sorry, honey. It's my fault because I did not notice it." The man returned home, and his wife asked him if he found out what their secret is. I think the difference is that we always seek to be right, while they seek to take responsibility for their part. Having peaceful relationships mean taking personal responsibility for our own part